Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Jennifer Huber, also known as Solo Travel Girl. And since June of 2022, I've been taking Mounjaro to manage my type 2 diabetes. And I am finishing up week 52 of Mounjaro, meaning I am celebrating my Mounjaversary, my 1-year Mounjaversary. Is that a word? I'm gonna say it's a word. So anyway, I am not in my living room, but before I get into this week's update, I just want to remind you about my disclaimer that I am not a healthcare professional, and I'm just sharing my personal experience and opinion about using Mounjaro to manage my type 2 diabetes. Also, I have no relationship with the drug manufacturer Eli Lilly, and no one is paying me to make these videos. All right, everyone, you are not in my living room. Hopefully you can see this beautiful scenery behind me, and I'll share some beautiful scenery in this video. But because it is my Mounjaversary this week, I wanted to celebrate someplace cool. So I'm out at Bach Tower and Gardens in Lake Wales, which is in Central Florida. I've been to the towers before, and I don't know if you can hear that music in the background. It's Carolyn playing. Anyway, I'll put a clip of the music of the singing tower. But I've never been able to walk the grounds before, and it is just stunning. It is beautiful, and I'm going to share some of this beauty with you. And you know, during this whole journey to a healthier me, not only does it mean a physically healthy me, it also means a mentally healthy me. And this morning on Facebook, Bach Towers made a post, and they had a picture, something about come enjoy the tranquility today. And so that's what I decided to do. Also, I'm a member of the Peace River Botanical and Sculpture Gardens, and with that membership we receive free membership or free admission into Bach Tower Gardens. You know, a lot of annual memberships to attractions and gardens and things, they have reciprocals, whether it's in the state or elsewhere in the country. So I just thought I'd take advantage of this, and it is so pretty. There's butterflies fluttering around, and birds and squirrels, and people with their dogs. I didn't bring my dog because it is kind of hot for him. It's Florida in the summer, which is expected, and I thought it might rain. But anyway, let's get into this week's update. Again, I'm finishing up week 52 of Mounjaro. I'm finishing up week 4 for the 3rd time on 5 milligram dose. I gained 3 pounds this week. That's okay. I'm at 137. Means my total weight loss on Mounjaro has been 60 pounds. I think that's great because when I was prescribed Mounjaro, I was just hoping to lower my A1C. I won't have my A1C checked until the end of July, unless I get one of those home tests, which I did see those at CVS when I was in there the other day, that they have home A1C tests. Maybe I'll do that. I received a new glucose monitor, and I didn't take my glucose reading this week, but it was 94 today. Today's the only day that I took my glucose reading, so I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with that. And what else? Oh, exercise. I did outdoor boot camp in Sarasota at the Bay last Monday. Oh my gosh, it was so hot and humid, but I did okay. I survived with modifications. I made it through. And you know what? I had 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds, and even 50 and 60-year-olds telling me that they were trying to keep up with me. I'm strong like bull. I have a good endurance, I guess, for the heat. So I'm going to do that again tomorrow. Then I'm also going to do some yoga outdoors at the same park at the Bay. That's going to be on Thursday. And I've done a lot of walking this past week. I learned how to play pickleball on Thursday. So that was a lot of fun, although frustrating because I don't have really good hand-eye coordination, but with practice, I'm sure it'll get there. Nutrition, I've been making my yogurt and eating it. I bought an ice cream maker, not necessarily to make ice cream, but to make, well, yeah, to make ice cream, but to make sugar-free ice cream and sorbets, things that I am controlling the ingredients. I did make a cannoli keto-friendly ice cream earlier in the week. It turned out it was more like soft serve, and that's okay. It's basically, it's a takes a cup of liquid to make the ice cream, so you're not making a lot at a time, but it's good. And then last night, and I haven't tasted it yet, I made frozen yogurt. So we'll see how that is. And I used the yogurt that I made. And basically it was yogurt, heavy whipping cream, and sweetener. And then I added some vanilla extract. So pretty simple, but I am going to be making pup cups for my dog with this machine. So I'm gonna put those in some cupcake tins and then freeze those. So I'll have those in the refrigerator. So, you know, when I go buy a 4-pack, I think they're like $4. So I'll perhaps be saving a little bit of money too. And I'll know what's in that ice cream that I make for my dog. I'll probably just put yogurt, whipping cream, and then try and put some beef bouillon in there as well. Yeah, so that's it. We talked about nutrition, we talked about weight loss, talked about glucose, and that's it on this Mounjaversary. You know, someone had commented, I'm sorry, I don't remember, but I know you're very loyal in watching, but you commented that you feel that we're really friends when I say hi friends or hey friends, and I do consider you all my friends. I know it's not the traditional friendships that we're not meeting up in person, but we do have this connection virtually, and we have this common connection of Mounjaro as well. You know, all of us are taking a different path using Mounjaro, whether we're using it for our diabetes, or some people are using it specifically for weight loss. But I do consider you all my friends, and I do appreciate you. I appreciate your support, and I'm always encouraged to hear your success stories. I have people messaging me, whether through email or Facebook or on YouTube, you know, the comments and that, just telling me about your successes. And it makes me so happy to hear about your lower A1C, to hear about your weight loss, to hear how much better you are feeling. That makes me so happy. So that's all I have to say this week. I'll be posting a video about a smoothie recipe, and yeah, some more travel recipes, or yeah, not travel recipes, travel videos will be posted. But again, thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome week, and remember to be kind to others, but more importantly, be kind to yourself. Thank you. Bye. Hey everyone, I just got back from my trip. I'm all hot and sweaty, but I forgot to mention this in my video. This upcoming graphic, I have taken the number of weeks I was at a specific dose and indicated how much weight I lost at that dose. I know I've received that question over the past year, so I hope this visual helps you. Please do not use it to compare this to you. We're all on our own journey using Mounjaro. For me, it was all about lowering A1C. Unfortunately, I can't get an A1C test every month or so, and weight loss has been the real visible metric that I can see the impact of Mounjaro. It's been a great side effect, but again, it's all been about lowering my A1C. So anyway, thanks for being here. Have an awesome week, and remember, be kind to others, but importantly, be kind to yourself. Bye.